Okay, so how does a casual game like Pokemon work in a competitive scene?
Well, Pokemon can be very competitive because it's really complicated. They have many things to consider, like abilities and movesets, and every Pokemon has its own stats.
Hmm. So, is there anything that regulates like what Pokemon are too strong or what Pokemon are banned even?
Yeah, well, on the internet, there is a thing called Smoke University. It's a website that ranks everything and regulates everything for you.
So, what Pokemon have Smoggin banned in the past?
We've been on Mega Blaziken, most legendaries, and recently Aegislash.
Okay. So with Pokemon being competitive as it is, how do some Pokemon differ from others? Like, what roles do they play?
Well, there's some rules. There's stallers, which is just basically using status effects or of some kind, and they don't really there to do damage. They're just to prolong the battle and put some pressure. Then there's the sweepers that do a lot of damage right away, but are very weak. But they're good for knocking out a lot of Pokemon. And then there's the wallers, which are kind of like the stallers, but wallers stay there just to be a nuisance to the other team and to make them switch out.
Okay, so of those roles, which is your favorite?
My favorite is a staller because it's probably the most annoying. And I like that.
I can agree, it is very annoying. Okay, so like non-competitively, casually, what's your favorite Pokemon just to use in a single player adventure?
I like Venusaur. I always get Bulbasaur if I can.
No, the opposite. What's your favorite Pokemon for competitive play?
Klefki.
Uh,
It's super annoying. Against Swagger. You.
Swagger was banned because of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with Smoggin, what is the standard battling format?
Standard battle format is singles, which is just one Pokemon versus another, and then there's 6 of them in the party, and then there's doubles, which are the same. There's 6, but you have 2 out at a time, and they work differently.
So, personally, do you prefer physical attack or special attack?
I prefer physical attackers, but only because there's way more of them, and it's just easier to build a team around them.
Okay. So, what Pokemon do you think is going to be banned next?
The next Pokemon, probably Talonflame, just because he's just insane. He's got the priority, and that's all he needs, and he's super strong.
What's your favorite item?
My favorite item is Leftovers, because he keeps all your stallers alive and your walls alive really easily.
So out of all the types that a Pokemon can be, what's your favorite type?
My favorite type is Fairy type. And probably before that, I don't think I really had a favorite type until Fairy type came along in Gen 6.
So, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it's confirmed that they're adding new Megas and a lot of their stats have been shown off. So, how do you think these new Megas will change the metagame?
It's going to change the metagame a lot. It's probably going to have a higher standard because a lot of them are insanely overpowered. They're either all going to get banned, or most of them get banned, or a lot of them will set a new standard, so the ones that were banned before could get knocked down.
Like Blaziken.
Like Blaziken, maybe Blaziken. Definitely. You just last 2.
Okay, so what are some of the worst Pokemon to go up against?
Klefki, that's why I love him. And Mega Aggron. He's so hard to get down. He's got his ability is amazing. Yeah.
So, what are some of the factors that competitive battlers consider when they're making a moveset for their Pokemon?
They consider their stats. Like maybe first of all they have to find out what he could be used for, like what role they're gonna play based on their stats and their ability, and if their ability has anything to do with certain moves, like some of them do, and how they would work with other Pokemon on their team. And basically, egg moves, what they can learn through breeding, and TMs, and all that.
Well,
Sweet goodness.
that is all of our questions. Thank you for our time.